What's going on, guys? So today we are going to take a look at this brand new 2025 26 ICE from the folks over at Salem by Forest River. Now this is a cruise light, so this is going to be a lighter unit, but overall this specific unit is going to have a lot of really cool characteristics, and I think you're going to like it. They've done a lot of really interesting things for the 2025 year model of this Salem cruise light. Let's check it out. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, let's talk about this 26 ICE, ICE. So first of all, they've changed the sidewall material. So traditionally in the past, it had more of that corrugated look to it, and there's several different types of sidewall materials you can use for a stick and tin unit. They decided to go with this retro metal material, which is thicker aluminum, and it has a crystal coat finish on it, which is supposed to be more scratch resistant, more durable, easier to clean, and it's also equally as easy to replace if you ever damage it, dent it, and you need to get a new piece to fix a sidewall damage or a ding, which is really nice. They also mentioned that the graphics package has been minimalized, and I think it looks really good. It's a very clean look. I love the bright white as well. It definitely makes it stand out, but it doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look insignificant. It looks really nice, and I definitely think that has been a great accent to this unit. Also, you can notice some lighting. So traditionally, when you see LED light strips on RVs, they consist of several small LEDs that are strung together in a row, typically spaced about ½ inch apart. But the folks over at Salem wanted something special looking, so they opted for what they call blade lighting, which are these continuous light strips. They look a lot more modern. They're definitely more expensive, but they provide a tremendous amount of clean light output. So they put 2 strips on the side and then 1 underneath the awning, and they appear to be far more bright than many of the other stripped lighting that you typically see on RVs. So that's really nice. Something that you may not notice, but some of you may notice, is the fact that the unit also sits lower to the ground. They tried to get the unit to sit as low to the ground as possible because a big focus for them in 2025 was towability. They wanted to make this as easy to tow as possible, and creating a lower wind profile was important to them. So a lot of crazy things going on over at Salem. They're doing a lot of things right, and a lot of them are very customer focused, including that huge window that you see on the campsite, which is really designed to help you get a lot of visibility in and out of the coach so you can monitor what's going on, especially because it's right outside of the kitchen. Now, as we come around to the front of it looks beautiful. Super, super, super bright, really nice and clean and smooth. But that bottom rock guard material, they call that diamond plate. It's a smoother, easier to clean material. If you get real close on it, you'll see that it has kind of a diamond texture to it. Very, very cool, but the goal here is that it was easier to clean, easier to maintain, and it gave it more of a smoother profile, which looks really nice. And beneath that, you'll have your power disconnect or battery disconnect. This is a great way to help prevent a parasitic draw from your battery whenever it's in storage or not connected to shore power. Under here, you have a spot to hold your chains as well as your 7-way connection, which is really nice, keeps it out of the dirt. You have a spot for 2 included 20-pound propane tanks, which is very nice, plus a power front tongue jack. Okay, as we come around, I love the smooth white finish from the front. And if you look at the sidewall, it has a much flatter texture to it, much more high-end. It looks really nice, actually, especially for a stick and tin unit. So very, very pleased with that. Coming around here, you have your storage door with a refrigerator. This is the 26 ICE. Okay, as we step inside of the MORryde step above steps, we'll pan around to an interior that is not a new interior. This is actually an interior floor plan that they've had for a while, but they've definitely changed the lighting, the colors, the tones. It is really nice. One of the beautiful accent points that you'll notice is a lot of the radiused entryways, a lot of the curves that have taken place, and the illuminated batten strips. I think they really stand out. This is a super popular floor plan because of the living space and what it allows you to do. But this is really cool. So if you go to the front of this unit where the bedroom is, you will notice a bed that's tilted up, and that's because they use what's called a VersaTilt powered tilting bed system. You can see that underneath the front of the bed, there are storage bins, and you can also see the edge of the bed's been kind of custom radiused off, so it's easier to go around it. But this is a really cool system. It gives you a lot of capability and flexibility to tilt the bed at an angle that's more comfortable to you. And one of the nice aspects of having a bed like this is the fact that it gives you like 14.5 inches of extra space in front of the bed if you're not using the bed and you simply want to have more room to get around it. Or you just want to be on the bed and you want to watch TV at a better angle. You have storage again underneath it, as well as additional storage underneath the bed behind the bins. So you get the storage bins, which look really nice, great place to put shoes, great place to put clothes and other things. But you also have this huge storage area under the bed. The bed is also on strut arms, which is really nice. And you also have this really cool feature. This is a step up to get you onto the bed as well. This can come in really handy for folks who might need a little bit more help getting onto the bed up to the headboard area. You have some great storage behind the bed or in front of the bed. This is a great, great area for wardrobe space. As we work our way back out, you can see this absolutely cool kind of sofa sectional seating area. This is cool because this gives you a lot of flexibility if you have a larger family and you want to have everyone in the living room area, or if you want to have it set up more for a dinette, and we'll show you that here in a second. And behind this door, you have a really cool corner, kind of a hidden, semi-hidden, because there's a handle there so you can tell. But you have these custom corner shelves that look really nice, plus some additional shelves for storage. This is a great place for pillows and extra linens and things like that that you just don't want to have out. You don't want to put it under the bed. Just gives you that additional space that you might need. And it looks really nice and finished off when you close it. And this also kind of doubles as your TV holder. So you can put your TV there. You have your fireplace down at the bottom. If you ever need to service or repair your fireplace, it's super easy to do simply because it's mounted to a door. So that is really cool. Next to it, you're going to have your Furrion 12-volt refrigerator freezer setup. This is becoming increasingly popular in RVs. And quite frankly, 12-volt fridges have gone up in terms of reliability as well. You don't see nearly as many of them having problems that folks might have had in the past. You have this really interesting kind of combo stove microwave setup. This is really cool. It takes a much less or a much smaller footprint, which I know a lot of people would appreciate, plus a really nice metal custom shelf above the window. So this is really nice. It's a great place to put things if you are out camping and you want to have easy access to them. Plus, this enormous window gives you a lot of visibility outside of your RV, which I know a lot of people would appreciate. Then you have a lot of these kind of bamboo wood doors, or at least a bamboo finished off door. It looks really nice. And you got those shelves and the openings on the side as well. So you got a lot of space for things in the RV whenever you go camping. And that's really important for a lot of folks to have easy access and space. You're going to have a plastic undermount sink here, thermofoil countertops with a straining rack. You have a little bit of storage right there. They've blocked off a component that you don't need to access unless it breaks. And then on this side, you're going to have this really cool little pull-out area where you flip open the cabinet and you have two pull-out drawers. And the drawers will give you just quick access to things like silverware. You guys know me, I've always said it. If there are no drawers, it's not a kitchen. So I like the fact that there's drawers there. I love the fact that they have this sliding door to cover up two more pull-out drawers right when you walk inside. They're to the lower right area. Really nice and super long. This is a great spot to put things that typically take up a lot of space in countertops or cabinets. I love the way it looks. This is really, really nice, and they're finished off really well. Again, just more creative places to be able to store things. And I think most people can appreciate that. But very, very innovative, very thoughtful. Okay, so as we flip around, we're going to take a look at the dinette area and the sofa area because it's very unique. Before we do that, let's take a look at some of the storage options here. So underneath one of your dinette seats, you have some really nice storage bins. So that's really cool, easy to get to, and the fact that it's a really long, kind of thin bin, it gives you a lot of capability putting things deeper underneath. Under here, you're going to have something very similar. So again, it's like two bins connected to one. So you can easily throw things under there and get them out if you need to. Now, that's very nice. Okay, so as you look up, one thing you may notice are the bamboo accented blinds, which look really nice. These are blackout blinds, but you also may notice these curtains. So these kind of replace your traditional valances that you see around windows. I think they look a lot more modern and contemporary, and they really accent the RV, plus they're washable. Above you, you have additional blade lighting. Again, these are those batten strip lights that look really, really cool, super modern, and give you a tremendous amount of light that's continuous. You don't have that broken up, gap between LEDs that typically you see on most LED light strips. So this gives you a tremendous amount of light, and they look absolutely great. Plus, you can see the really cool radiused area there near the bunks. Before we get that way, you have some nice speakers built into the ceiling as well. These are all JBL speakers, so they sound really good. I know some people sometimes think they don't sound that great, but I have had really good sound quality out of the JBL sound systems that I've seen on RVs. Over here again, we have the radiused area, which looks absolutely fantastic. I love the modern look to get you onto your bunks. You have some curtains in the back that can draw shut, and you also have a curtain up front for privacy as well. Very, very nice setup. Very modern. Just that's one of the nice things about this entire RV is that it gives you a very, very modern look and feel to it. Plus, you have a little bit of cornered storage there next to your fuses and breakers. And then as you look towards the bathroom, before you go in the bathroom, you have a really cool vanity area with another radiused mirror that's backlit. It just looks beautiful. Very, very modern design. Again, you get into an RV like this, I don't think most people would have ever expected this type of interior in an RV 5 years ago, and you're getting it now. So the bathroom itself is separate from this vanity space, which means somebody can brush their teeth, wash their face, get ready without having to bother someone in the bathroom. You have a nice little racked area beneath the vanity. But what's also cool here is you have your on-demand water system. So this gives you essentially unlimited hot water. I've done a lot of videos testing the effectiveness of the system, how long the delay is between cooling and heating water, and they've performed very well. Stepping into the bathroom area, you can see you have a really good size RV shower. So this isn't one of those super tiny showers that you typically see in travel trailers. This is actually a relatively good size shower area. Plus some shelves built into the surround. Nice shower curtain that covers it. A lot of folks have moved to more of like a plastic screen, but I think a lot of people like the shower curtain. Looking down, you have your porcelain foot flush toilet, which is something you typically wouldn't see in a unit like this. So that's also really nice. And then you have a door that tucks in. It's a pocket door, slides in, and you can shut this area for privacy. And it's an attractive looking door. It doesn't look like your typical pocket door that you might see on lower cost RVs. Okay, so now that we're outside of the RV, sorry for the angle here, we're having a bit of a gimbal issue. But as we walk up, you'll see again the blade lighting, which I think looks really, really great. Plus we have your manual scissor style jacks underneath here. You can see your LP lines are ran really nice and clean across the upper flange of the I-beam. Very, very nice underbelly, and you can drop screws very easily and access the underbelly of the RV in case you need to do any type of work there, which is nice. You have your scissor style stabilizers on both the front and the back to just create a more stable platform. You do not want to use these to lift your RV off the ground, so just please don't ever do that. And then as we pan up, we'll take a look inside of your basement storage area. So this is really nice. This is a good amount of storage. It has nice latches as well. I believe you can actually write on these doors if you want with like a dry erase marker. So that's kind of cool also. It gives you the ability to write notes or checklists, things like that. This is a full pass-through storage as well. So it's going to give you a lot of storage capability to be able to put things where you want it whenever you're traveling. Has your traditional twist style latches. It would be cool to see like a slam latch there. So as we come around, something that is very unique about this RV is the slide out system. So this is not a Schwintek slide out system. This isn't your traditional through frame rack and pinion. This is made by Power Gear. This is actually a significantly higher end style slide out mechanism that you traditionally don't see on anything but super high end motorhomes. So that is really cool, and it's cool to see that they've put that type of system on this RV. Now as we come around, you get a closer look at that blade style lighting. Just how continuous and high-end that looks. That is really, really nice. This is something, again, you would typically probably see on a high-end motor coach versus a travel trailer, especially a stick and tin travel trailer. The graphics look really nice on this unit. Overall, it's got a really, really good curb appeal to it. And over here, you can see your fresh water connection. So this is where you would fill your fresh water tank. Sometimes they put it on the other side. Sometimes they put it on this side. It just depends. Sometimes it's more convenient for other folks on the other side. Okay, so you have 110 outlets right here. You can hook up a TV. Maybe if you have a small golf cart or something, wherever you're at, you could charge it from there. Your cable connections as well. This is where you would bring cable out to a TV that you might set outside of your RV. You'll have another cable connection on the back corner of your RV as well, where you bring cable into your RV. And then you have your fresh water drain down here. Underneath, you have your suspension system. So these tires are not what I would consider to be super high-end tires, but they're not bad tires. It would be nice to see an upgraded suspension equalizer and maybe Goodyear Endurance tires. I understand that that adds cost. You can see they've done a lot of really, really great things on the interior of this RV and some things on the outside, such as the slide mech, but it's always trying to find that perfect balance. You got your MORryde step above steps right here, which simply flip out. And then coming back, you have your storage area with a refrigerator in this specific unit. So it's a really good setup. I mean, everything about this RV looks really nice. They've done a great job, and at the price point that these typically sell for, there's a lot of bang for your buck. This is a type of unit that somebody typically would start with, or maybe they have something a lot smaller and they want to move to something bigger, or maybe their family's grown and they want something that will work out for their entire family. Overall, though, really nice unit. A lot of cool accents on the inside. The inside really, really stands out, especially with that Versatilt bed, that extra storage. Plus, it has an on-demand water heating system and just the overall look. It's got a very, very nice high-end appeal to it, and they're doing a really good job over at Salem. So if you haven't had a chance and you see one of these on the dealership lot, go check it out for yourself. See what you think about it, and then provide feedback. Again, really want to give a big shout out to the folks over at Forest River Salem Cruise Light. You probably realized by now that they helped me with the filming of this video because I wasn't able to be in two places at once. I basically sent them the shots that I wanted, exactly how I would want those shots done, and they provided that to me. It is prepped for a Furrion wireless backup camera. You have your black tank flush. Again, all LED lighting. Just a very, very cool trailer. And to wrap the video up, I don't have pricing. This is actually kind of an early release, so you're able to see what it's all about. I can't imagine the pricing on these things is going to be terribly high, especially considering the market that they're trying to accommodate with it. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.